Clarence Tucker.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You want to bring your men up and stand behind us? Where'd they go? Oh. We'll let you walk around this way. Yeah, guys, you want to stand by your chief over there. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I got Lisa Brooker. Okay. Yeah. Ready to go? Okay, Mayor. Okay, good morning, everyone. And for our guests, welcome to Canton City Council and Canton City Hall. My name is Sam Slyman. I'm the Civil Service Director with the City of Canton. And as is our custom, I usually introduce some elected officials and some department heads and officials from the police department who are here as well. But before that, I'd like to ask everyone to stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Right now, without any further comment, I just want to introduce some very important people who have assisted civil service, members of the administration, and other members of leadership here in Canton. First of all, I'd like to introduce one of my civil service commissioners, Miss Linda Patterson. Then I would like to introduce our Deputy Director at Civil Service, Miss Rachel Forcioni. We have two ward councilmen here today. From Ward 3, we have Jason Scaglione. Thank you for coming, Councilman. And Ward 4, we have Councilman Chris Smith. Thank you, Councilman, for coming. I'd like to, behind me, you'll see that there are some ranking officers within the fire department, and I would just like to recognize one of them. He's a very fine captain, a captain in charge of our Fire Prevention Bureau, and a personal friend of mine. Also, he assists civil service in recruiting and in the hiring process. A hiring process that we are right now hiring 10 new firefighters, paramedics. With that, I'd like to introduce Captain Derek Page. Our safety director, this young woman is in charge of our both police and fire department, as well as dispatch and building code, Miss Andrea Perry. From the police department, we have our chief, Jack Angelo, and we have two of Chief Angelo's captains, Captain Lisa Brooker and Captain John Gabbard. We have our law director here today, and it's Law Director Chris Bates. Thanks for coming, Chris. We have the deputy mayor with us, and I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Deputy Mayor Fonda Williams. We have our budget director with us, budget team. He's here to make sure we don't go over our budget today. And that's Budget Director Mark Kraus. And we have a distinguished visitor from the city of Akron. We have their fire chief, Chief Clarence Tucker, Chief, thank you so much for attending this historical day here in Canton. With that, I would, before I bring our mayor up, Mayor Thomas M. Burnaby, I would like to say one thing about Canton and civil service. The two men that are going to be promoted today have gone through a series of tests. These tests are very demanding, very difficult. When I first started at civil service over 30 years ago, it was all paper and pencil memorization. Now we have psychologicals, we bring psychologists in, and it's a detailed, very stressful time for these men. So it is with great confidence that civil service is presenting to the citizens of Canton two very fine leaders in our fire department. And with that, I'd like to introduce our mayor for the main event. That's Mayor Thomas M. Burnaby. Mayor Burnaby.
Well, good morning, everyone. I welcome all of you in attendance today, families, friends, fellow firefighters, to our promotional ceremony. I will be administering the oaths of office to Division Chief Akbar Bennett, who is being promoted to Fire Chief today, and then I will have the honor of promoting Battalion Chief Steve Henderson to the position of Division Chief. It is my very special honor and privilege to do so. The promotion of a new chief, fire chief, or police chief is always a very special occasion for our city. Public safety is provided by fire, EMS, police, and dispatch, and it is the city's and all local governments' #1 priority and responsibility. The importance is demonstrated by how much money we spend on it. 3/5 of the city's general fund operating budget is spent on safety. It is a heavy and a most important responsibility. Today, in particular, is special for our fire department for several reasons. On July 22, 1822, our fire department was founded. So we are on the cusp of celebrating 200 years of fire service by a storied and great fire department. In those 200 years, there have been extraordinary changes in equipment and technology and means of fighting fires. And in the expansion of our department, which now includes 24/7, around the clock, all the time, EMS services, firefighting services, specialized rescues, fire inspection services, and so forth. We have also, in those 200 years, greatly diversified our force to include, yes, we have females, and we have minorities, and we're very, very proud of that. But throughout those years, throughout those 200 years, there is one common denominator that has not changed, and that is the character of the firefighter. Whether we're talking about 1822 or 2022, they confront the same issues, battling the rage of fire and protecting the community that they serve. They possess the same qualities then and now: knowledge of the job, love of the job, and the courage to perform the job. The pride of the fire service lives on, and I thank each and every one of you, Canton, Akron, Mogador, for your services. As a Chief Bennett, today is your day. My very, very special congratulations. Chief Bennett, Akbar Bennett, will be the first African-American fire chief in the almost 200-year history of our department. We take great pride in that. I'm always proud to do promotions, to do swearing-in services and ceremonies, and I always like to say, we have the largest, we have the best trained, we have the most diverse, and the most professional fire department in Stark County, the region beyond, and in the state of Ohio. Chief Bennett, yours is an awesome, awesome responsibility. Chief Bennett's history briefly. This is what brought us to us. I think, and again, it may be omitted, we start with him being hired in March 1993. But were you first a McKinley Bulldog?
Yes, sir.
That's very, very important. A graduate of McKinley High School. Chief was promoted to captain in September 2002, promoted to battalion chief in June 2012, promoted to division chief, the position he now holds, in July 2015. He has served as interim fire chief since Chief Guerra's retirement. He was in charge of the community mentoring program, which brought in more minorities and females to the department, and this is something that we stress, both in fire and in police. We need diversity in our services to better serve our citizenry. Chief Bennett also is unique. He was one of 3 brothers, all serving at the department at the same time, and he is the last one. And again, he has lived in the city of Canton since he was 1 year old. I will forgive you that first year of your life. Chief Bennett has with him today, I believe, his daughter Jasmine, brother Richard, retired from the department, and is your sister with us today or not? And sister Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Chief, would you please join me at the podium? And Richard, if you could please come up. I'm looking for Richard will be holding the Bible as we give the oath of office to the chief. Please place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, please state your full name,
I, Kwam Shalal Akbar Bennett,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution and laws
to support the Constitution and laws
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
the ordinances
the ordinances
of the City of
of the
Canton,
City of Canton,
and the regulations
and the regulations
of the Canton Fire
of
Department,
the Canton Fire Department,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly, and impartially
honestly, and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as Chief for the Fire Department
as Chief of the Fire Department
for the City of Canton, Ohio,
for the City of Canton, Ohio,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding
and understanding
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
And this I do
And this I do,
as I shall answer unto God.
as I shall answer unto God.
Congratulations, Chief Bennett.
I'm just going to say a few words. Safety Director made me promise to keep it short. I'll try to do that. Welcome, everybody. Today's a celebration. It's a celebration of what's possible when you work hard, believe, and have people that support you and love you. I don't stand here alone. To my brothers on the fire department, I love you. Blood, sweat, and tears. To the new Division Chief Henderson, I appreciate you, and we got work to do. To my beautiful daughter, Jasmine, my son who's not here right now, and my grandson, You've been an inspiration and a motivation throughout my whole career. To my family, love you. So here we are in 2021. And I have to say, I am so thankful for all the experiences and all the memories and the journey that has forged me into being the man that I am today. To Chief Angelo, the police chief of the city of Canton, who's been a friend to me, has had my back and has always given me great advice. I appreciate you, brother. And together, we will continue to make the city of Canton the safest place in the United States. Now, before I tell you the reason why I'm here, I need to make two quick acknowledgments. To Safety Director Perry, who is the first African-American female safety director ever in the city of Canton. Can we please acknowledge that, please? And to Chris Bates, the first female law director for the city of Canton. Can we acknowledge that, please? So let me tell you a quick story about a woman. A woman you may fondly know as Mama Bennett. Elizabeth Bennett, a woman who gave me so much confidence and so much encouragement that I couldn't fail. How could I fail with a mother like Mama Bennett? And as she's sitting up in heaven right now, looking down on her baby boy, I just want to say, Mama, we made it. Thank you.
And it is now my honor to administer the oath of office to Battalion Chief Stephen E. Henderson. I will be promoting him to the position or rank of Division Fire Chief. All of my earlier statements about the department, about the importance of the job, about the greatness of the department, and the 200 years of history apply to Chief Henderson. His promotion today is one of the, again, very, very important and significant events in the city of Canton on any occasion and for our fire department. In Chief Bennett's absence, and this is why it is so important, Chief Henderson, you are the guy in charge. Chief Bennett, don't be missing too long or your seat may not be empty when you get back. Chief Henderson got to us in the following way. Where did you go to high school?
Springfield.
I forget where he went to high school. I didn't hear that. Springfield High School. But he was hired in May 1998. He was promoted to captain in March 2010. He was promoted to battalion chief in November 2015. Chief Henderson is a U.S. Army Gulf War veteran, and I thank you for your service. He began his career at the Mogador Fire Department. I'm not sure if this is advertising or not, but he is the owner and lead consultant to safety compliance and training. He's also the former control officer, team manager for the Stark County Hazmat team. He is happily and gratefully married to Aaron Henderson. He has 3 children, Jake, Ben, and Hillary Lyles. And he has with him in attendance today, in addition to his family, some special people, his in-laws, Art and Cindy. Where are Art and Cindy? Hello. And his first fire chief, Don Adams, who has been a father figure and mentor to him since 1996. Where's Don? Thank you, Don. Assisting in the administering the oath today will be your wife, Erin. Is that correct? And Erin, if you could please join us. And again, Chief, if you would please place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, please state your full name.
I, Steve Henderson,
Aaron, would you like to take your mask off also? You may. Do solemnly swear to support
do solemnly swear to support
the Constitution and laws of the United States.
the Constitution and laws of the United States,
The Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the State of Ohio.
of the State of Ohio,
The ordinances
the ordinances
of the City of Canton.
of the City of Canton,
And the regulations
and the regulations
of the
of
Canton Fire Department.
the Canton Fire Department,
And that I will faithfully,
as I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially discharge
and impartially discharge
and perform all the duties
and perform all the duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as Division Chief for the Fire Department of Canton,
as Division Chief for the Fire Department of Canton,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding
and understanding
during my continuance
during my
in
continuance
said office.
in said office.
And this I shall do
And this I shall do,
as I shall answer unto God.
as I shall answer unto God.
Congratulations, Division Chief Stephen Henderson.
The safety director didn't tell me I had to keep mine short. It's only 30 or 45 minutes. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today. I'd like to recognize everyone that's been recognized. Chief Tucker, Police Chief, Safety Director, Mayor, Law Director, Finance Director, and distinguished guests and family, my fellow firefighters. It was once said that if you're thinking you're leading and turn around and see no one following you, you're just going for a walk. When you look at our fire department and what the body of our fire department is made up of now, like the mayor said and Chief Bennett said, we are a diverse and now young fire department. Last year we had our last firefighter retire that was on the job in the 80s. Our fire department is very young now. We're having a lot of turnover. A lot of the baby boomers are retiring. We're losing a lot of good firefighters to retirement, and we're a very young fire department now. So with that, we've lost a lot of experience. So my hope is that with Chief Bennett and myself and the help of staff and my fellow firefighters, we can train these firefighters to keep them safe so they can go home to their families. We're losing a lot of experience, and so training is going to be even more important than it ever was. I'd like to acknowledge a few people. Of course, my wife, I love you, and I appreciate you. My boys, I love you very much, and I'm glad you're here. Chief Adams, glad you're here. I appreciate the many years of friendship and mentorship I received from you. I'd like to acknowledge my old chief, Chief Guerra. He's been a good friend, and I miss him on the fire department. I always do this, I hate it. He's out of town, he's retiring, he's traveling and enjoying himself, and I wish the best for him. Guess I don't have as much to say as I thought I did. Just one thing from the Bible, it says, from everyone who has been given much shall much be required. Chief Bennett and I do have heavy burdens and the responsibility of 154 people to send home every day. I take that responsibility seriously. I hope I am a good servant and I do a good job. And I pray for the fire department and the city of Canton that it continues to move forward and that we can do the best job we can. Thanks for your time.
In conclusion, I'd like to thank once again the mayor and his administration for all the support they give to civil service and our promoting, recruiting, and hiring process. Probably the most supportive administration that I've ever had to deal with, and I go all the way back to Mayor Richard Watkins. With that, I'd like to introduce someone who I normally introduce first, and I was remiss because I was trying to catch everyone here, and that is the person who sometimes is said has the most difficult job in City Hall, and that's the mayor's executive assistant, Miss Tammy Diener. Tammy, thank you very much. She works with our office in a hand-in-glove way, and it is with appreciation that we always give thanks to you. Well, with that, I'd like to invite anyone who'd like to come and congratulate the two new chiefs, have a picture with the mayor or the safety director or any of our ranking firefighters or even Chief Angelo. With that, I wish you all a safe trip home, and on behalf of Civil Service, good luck, Chief Bennett. Good luck, Division Chief Henderson. Thank you very much.
Is this still on?
No, yours right here. There you go. Turn it on.
I got a lot to say.
Oh, okay.